Good evening, everybody. My name is James. Today I'm going to talk about Confucius. Confucius is probably the most quoted person ever. If you search in the website, in Google, you can find many quotes of Confucius. And you can find Confucius, the quotes in movies, TV series, novels, and even in daily speaking. It's common to hear people begin their speaking with Confucius says. But I found that some of the quotes are not actually from Confucius. So what did Confucius say? I'm going to talk about this topic. I choose an article called the Top 10 Wise Confucius Quotes. The author is Marco Sun. Okay. I chose this article because this article is the number one. We search the top 10 Confucius quotes in Google. So this is the very first one. And the other reason is this article is in very good English, and the translation is much better than this book. I believe this author has had a very deep study on Confucius. But even though there are some of the quotes are not from Confucius. Okay, let's guess which one is and which one is not. First one. Never impose on others what you would not choose for yourself. Is this from Confucius? Yeah. Okay, everybody knows this. It's the golden rule. Right? Yeah, this is from Confucius. Okay, no problem. So, check. Next one. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Is it from Confucius? First of all, I like this saying very much. You know, the meaning is profound, right? And the wording is concise, right? But it's not in Confucius' original wording. Confucius has a similar saying, but it's not this one. Confucius, the wording is much more humorous than this, much more interesting. Yeah.
You see, that's why I didn't want to answer that. I didn't want to show my ignorance.
No. Okay. Confucius said to one of his students, he said, "You, let me teach you what is know it. Know it is know it. Don't know it is don't know it. This is real know it. This is know it." Yeah. Yeah, the meaning is the same. So I believe this is from that thing, right? But it's in more concise wording. So I will give this a check. Yeah, it's from Confucius, but the wording is different. Okay. Now, I'll give this a check. Yeah. The third one. I hear and I forgot. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Is it from Confucius? Okay. This is not from Confucius. But I believe Confucius would agree with this. But who said this? Who said it? Another Confucianism master called Xunzi. Yeah, Confucius, 100 years later, mentions, and another 100 years later, Xunzi. Okay? Yeah, Xunzi said a similar sentence like this. Xunzi said, "Not to hear is no better than to hear. To hear is no better than to see. To see is no better than to know. To know is no better than to do. to do is the final step. This is the original thing. But you can see this is similar to this one. Yeah. But this is from Xun, not from Confucius. So this one, I like it, but it's not from Confucius. Okay?
So you're asking us it has to be the exact words,
Right?
right?
Or at least the paraphrase.
Not exactly word, but if
Because the meanings
yeah, the meaning
are
is
pretty
the
close
same,
in
but
some cases.
yeah, meaning is pretty close, but it's not from Confucius. It's from
It's from
Xun.
a follower.
Right, yeah.
Follower,
That's what
yeah,
I'm getting at.
yeah. Okay. Number 4. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Familiar, right?
We'll go on a limb and say no.
Okay, no.
50-50 chance.
Yeah, this is from a French sculptor called Rodin. Rodin, yeah, Rodin, yeah, definitely. Number 5. The superior man is aware of righteousness. The inferior man is aware of advantage.
That sounds European.
Also sounds suspiciously like Sun Tzu.
No, this is from Confucius. Yeah. He said the inferior man he care about righteousness. What is wrong, what is right, right? But inferior man is profit, interest.
Just wants to get ahead.
Yeah. So this one is check. Okay, number 6. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart.
That sounds French enlightenment.
Right, you're
Yes.
right.
Yeah, that's-
This is not from Confucius. Confucius never said these kind of things.
This is romantic.
Yeah, this is romantic, and it's kind of empathy. It's kind of, there's not much meaning in it, right? So Confucius never said like this. This is okay. Number 7. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in getting up every time we do.
Sounds like Hitler.
in that first.
It's a good thing, right?
Yeah, because you realize the saying nowadays is, what's that? Whatever you do, just keep trying.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it's not from Confucius. Okay. No. Okay, number 8. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger.
Sure,
Yeah, sounds like.
Sounds like your
Confucianism.
theory.
Sorry?
Sounds like your theory.
Yes. Yeah, this is from Confucius. Confucius has a very good saying about learning
It's not theory. It's
and
just
thinking.
anecdote.
Yeah, it's from Confucius. But the translation is not that good. I'll talk it later. I have a better translation for this. And this is from number 9. He that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools.
Has to be.
Maybe at least sound that it's something that people who want to attribute to Confucius would say.
I'm going to say no because there's an absolute there.
Oh,
It's sharp.
I got your point. I got your point. Okay.
Sharpen his
Yeah,
tools.
you are right. Confucius never said absolute truth. This is absolute truth. No, there's nothing.
Everybody looks surprised.
Okay. You find a good point.
So instead of, if it would be Confucian, you would say should instead of must.
Okay.
You might not even give that kind of advice. This is rather.
It's very
This is a little
direct.
esoteric,
Yes.
right?
Actually, this is from Confucius.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Okay.
Because it sharpened his tools, and in the time he was growing, the time he was in, that would have been.
Yeah.
Sharpen. The symbol.
So Confucius actually made an assumption here.
Yeah.
He would perfect this.
Yeah, he does have.
If you're gonna,
And that could be a translation.
It could be
And,
it could be,
and I like these things very
it's not
much.
absolute.
If you want to do something, you must to prepare for the work. Prepare for work,
Oh, yeah.
including the tools. This is the tools.
You know,
this is the tools.
you know who he said that to? He said that to his gardener.
Yeah. So this is why I bring the technology here, because we need to first sharpen our tools. So I can bring it every time. If you prepare some PowerPoint, you can use it. I can prepare every time. Okay. So no problem. I just bought this. This is the very first time I use it. Okay. I bought it because I got a bonus. I got bonus that I need to spend it in some way. I think, oh, good idea. I bought it. That I'll do. Okay.
Open my eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Now the last one. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear?
That sounds like Nietzsche. No. When you stare into the abyss stares back into you.
You keep staring.
Actually, this is from
Confucius.
Confucius said this when he tried to console one of the students. The students have 3 brothers. They did rebellion in the country, but failed. So all the family will be killed. But these students did not involve in that rebellion, so he's worried. So Confucius comfort. It's not your fault, right? There's nothing to worry about. So this is from Confucius. Okay.
And
See?
encouragement for individualism too.
Yeah, yeah. Have you counted? How many? How many? Okay. Actually, 4 out of 10 is fake quotes of Confucius. 4 out of 10. And there are many. And something like to embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Yeah, that's not from Confucius. And another one, no matter.
Do you know who it's from?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Actually, it's not from Chinese. It's not from, but some is from Chinese. It's just idioms, but not from Confucius. There are many saying in Chinese. Okay. But what are my favorite quotes? I'll talk about. Okay. This is from others, but this is my favorite quotes of Confucius. Okay. The other page is the other page. Okay. And the first one, the book 1, chapter 1 is this thing. Maybe I'll read it in Chinese first because this is the thing I'm good at. 子曰：学而时习之，不亦说乎？有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎？人不知而不愠，不亦君子乎？ The master said, to learn and practice timely. Is it not pleasant? To have friends come from afar. Is it not delightful? Not to sow for not being known by others. Is it not like a superior man? Yeah, I know there are many other translations, but I prefer to translate like this because this is almost the word literally translation. Yeah, 学 means learn, 习 means practice, 时 means time, So to learn and practice time, see, not also delight or pleasure. So I think this is a good English, right? Okay, if it's not a good English, no,
It's just too deep, it takes too much to think about.
Yeah.
The word order is a bit weird.
The word order is not that good.
It's kind of a direct translation from Chinese.
Yeah.
I've been studying some Chinese, so I would say
from Chinese broadly flow in the traditional English
it's
context.
got a certain directness about it, which
You have to
has
reorder
me
the
thinking it's more
sentence.
accurate that way.
Yeah, some people, some translators, is it not pleasant to learn
Yes.
and practice?
That would be more accurate in English.
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be a better
what-
way, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not in Chinese. The other. So, okay, this is the first one, very first sentence in this book. Okay.
Probably say practice in a timely manner.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, the second one. 子曰：“学而不思则罔，思而不学则殆。” The master said, "Learning without thinking is useless. Thinking without learning is perilous." This word, this Chinese
Only Anne
character,
Rind read Confucius.
have two meanings. Two meanings. One is lost, get lost. The other one is doing something for nothing. So I think this should be better translated is useless. But this one is danger. Yeah, it's the same. Okay.
That's actually a good quote, you think about, it's a good quote about religion. Because people learn about religion,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they don't think about it.
Yeah,
That's the belief part, and if you just think about it without learning from it, then it becomes perilous.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, the religious people,
That's an awesome
they're
application.
good thinking. Yeah, they're just thinking. They're just
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah, they pray, but they never learn count. Okay, they never learn.
That's what I was studying
Ever.
before. Learn the same thing over and over.
Okay. Yeah, good point. Let me read this. 子曰：“攻乎异端，斯害也已。” The master said, "A crazy study of absurd doctrines is injurious indeed." The same meaning.
That's a good example of a perfectly clear translation, but I think the Chinese would be more poetic.
Yeah.
What is meant here by a crazy study?
Crazy study, this too.
Intense study.
Yeah.
It means
This-
intense study. Okay.
I
Yeah.
think so. Like
Intent, yeah.
almost
This
crazy to the point of being
English
irrational.
would mean
Intense to the point of being irrational.
of being absurd to begin with. So
Now, absurd doctrines, that leaves this quotation open for some leeway for judgment by the person who practices it. Is that intended?
第三，子曰：“朝闻道，夕死可矣。” The master said, "If I should hear about the way in the morning, I would die without regret in the evening." So Confucius, the whole life, he searched for truth for whole life, the way of the truth. Okay, the truth. Yeah. So, yeah. Your Chinese name is Zhang Wendao, right? Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. The
I
sound,
recognize.
yeah, the sound is like this too. But, yeah, the dao is the
Different
same,
characters,
yeah,
so.
But this, yeah, the second one is different.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dao Wen. Wen means to hear.
Yeah.
To hear.
Yeah, I see the ear on that.
Okay. Next one. 子曰：“知之者不如好之者，好之者不如乐之者。” The master said, "Those who know it are not as good as those who love it. Those who love it are not as good as those who enjoy it." What does he say about?
The doing of something. Sex.
Yeah, his.
Why not? Seems to apply.
He's talking about mastery. Because the theory of mastery actually have different levels where you get better at it. if this really is true, that for people that excel in different areas, that as you're learning it to begin with, it's actually kind of painful. Because it's a new field and stuff. There's a little bit of excitement at first, but it's time consuming and it's draining. Once you get good at it, you start to love it, right? And you start to really get interested in it. And when you're a master at it, you just enjoy it. It's second nature. You do it from when you get up to it. So it's a success.
Yeah.
What does anything have to do with things? But
Everything and nothing.
Yeah.
Well, this is similar to, this is similar to one of the earlier sayings. I'm not sure if it was true or not, attributed to Confucius or not, that the doing of something is the superior version of just thinking it or talking about it, but the actual doing is.
Yeah, similar to that one. Yeah. I believe here Confucius is talking about Chinese culture.
Okay.
At that time, yeah. But now in my lecture, in my class, I always ask my students, do you know Confucius, or do you love Confucius, or do you enjoy the teaching of Confucius? They all say, oh, we enjoy it. We enjoy it. So this is good saying.
But it's true actually about anything. And that's,
Yeah.
And any kind of skill.
And the same as humanism, right? Yeah, know it or love it or enjoy it. We all enjoy it. Now this one. 凡是问智，子曰：物民之义，敬鬼神而远之，可谓智矣。Fanch is a student. Fanch asked about wisdom. The master said to apply oneself to the duties of people, and when worshipping spirits and gods, to keep a distance from them may be called wisdom. See that? So I always said Confucius is a humanist because he did not believe in gods. He said, see, what is wisdom? To apply yourself to do the people's duty. It means you care about people, not care about gods. You can worship God or spirits, but keep a distance, not take it too seriously. Right? So that's called wisdom.
I guess he's trying to stay a bit compatible with Chinese tradition and where people worship their ancestors to a small degree.
Yeah. You know
Well, humanism actually started like this because the first humanists were actually more deists. They actually they still believed in a god, but they kept their distance. And the reason humanism has the name is because the affairs where you should put your efforts in making a better world should be human efforts. Should be caring about people, not the gods, which is very similar saying to this, hence to humanism.
So this is very relevant to humanism.
Exactly as well. Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
It should be part of the promotional materials.
I believe Confucius' teaching may be our classic, one of our classics, right? Yeah, this is teaching. This teaching is pretty much the humanist teaching, right? Yeah. Okay. That's one. 子不语怪力乱神. Okay. The master does not speak of mysterious forces and chaotic gods. There's different translations. People always put these 4 words into 4 things, but I don't believe so. I believe this one thing, this one thing. So yeah, in this book, it said the master does not speak of mysteries, forces, disorder, gods. No, it's meaningless, right? Yeah, the Confucius, not Newton. Yeah, he could not talk about force, right?
Gravity is...
Gravity, yeah. So I believe
And so is
it should be mysterious force. It's an adjective. This is also an adjective. So this mysterious force means supernatural forces.
Yeah.
Yeah. And chaotic gods means
Supernatural beings.
actually Confucius believed in the heaven and the earth. He said we all were born from the heaven birth, right? Because heaven birth is nature. It's a mother of nature. Right? Yeah, he believed in nature. So he called the nature is God, but he does not believe in chaotic gods. A tree is a god. A wheel, a wheel is a god, something like that. Yeah. So Confucius never talk about that kind of god. But this one, Confucius said, among three men walking together, there must be teachers for me. I choose the good one to follow and the non-good one to check against. Three people, yeah. Other two people. The good one, I'll follow him. The other one, not so good, I'll check against. Check myself. Good thing. Okay, okay, this one. 自钓而不刚，亦不涉宿. The master fishes with hooks, not nets. He does not shoot at birds in nets. In that time, in Confucius' time, the environment is much better than nowadays. But
Confucius was an anti-dominionist.
Yeah, you may call that. Yeah.
But that's a very prophetic statement, you know, I don't know if you knew that, because of course the biggest issue in the world fisheries is overfishing with those huge nets.
Yeah.
So, when you think about it, like, you know, 2,500 years ago, to be able to make this statement about overfishing nature, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
If you go fishing, you better check with the BC's regulation. The same thing, exactly the same thing. You can just hook, yeah. You cannot net.
I was kind of thinking it kind of looks like he's talking about he doesn't need the nets. The hooks are good enough for him because he's such a good fisherman.
Okay. No.
That's why they call him the master.
Well, and
Yes.
the second part too is the second part's important, because I'm assuming one could, derive from that you don't shoot the parents who are taking care of offspring, because that's the next generation.
Yeah.
That's how I saw
Yeah. The bird
Yeah.
maybe hatching.
Yeah,
Yeah, having eggs.
yeah,
Yeah. So see that.
conservation.
Yeah. Okay. The master said the commander of an army can be captured, but the will of a common man cannot be captured. The commander can be captured, but the will of an ordinary man cannot be captured. Your will cannot be captured even by God.
The common man as a prisoner, perhaps, but as a willing slave, I don't know. I completely agree with that.
Oh, you don't agree with that? Okay.
Not entirely. No.
I like the idea.
But the idea is very good. Yeah. I like the idea. I just don't fully agree with it.
Okay, this one. The master said, the man of wisdom is free from delusion. The man of humanity is free from actions.
Anxiety.
Yeah, anxiety. The man of courage is free from fear. So wisdom, humanity, and courage, the three critical characters of a superior man. Yeah, this is a good thing. This one. The master said the superior man help complete others' good things, not help complete others' bad things. The inferior man do the opposite. It's quite often, right? Yeah, it's quite common for some people to do bad things to others. Friendship, yeah, we met this guy. Yeah, before. Sanchen asked about humanity. What is humanity? The master said, loving people. He asked about wisdom. The master said, knowing people. Yeah, humanity is loving people. Yeah, and knowing people.
How are you using the word humanity?
Yeah, good question. Some people translate the 人, this word 人, translate into benevolence. Yeah, sometimes like James Black translate into benevolence. But I prefer the humanity because 人, the pronunciation is just like human. You know that. You know that.
Person.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, it's a human. But when Confucius talk about 人, it means just act like a person, just like a human. Yeah. Just, or you treat a person like a person. Don't treat people like dogs, cats.
Because in English, humanity more often refers to a group of people.
I know
Than
that.
not. So
Yeah,
it's-
I know that, but we can add new meaning
Yeah.
to it. Yeah, good question. Okay, this one. Very good thing. The master said superior men are harmonious, but not unanimous. The inferior men are unanimous, but not harmonious.
Well, that's true. Oh, yes.
We,
Revolutions depend on this. Yeah.
We can keep our own values, our beliefs, but we can be in a harmonic society. That's our humanist. You know, for the religious people, they are unanimous, right? But they're not harmonious. But we are harmonious, usually. Okay, this one, very important. Someone asked the master, how about to requite enmity with favor? The master said, then how do you requite favor? Requite enmity with justice. Requite favor with favor. Yeah, someone slash on your check, left check, you give your right check to, no, that's not justice, right?
Tit for tat.
Yeah. This one, the master said, if a craftsman, I translate into a craftsman because this word, like a saw, like a saw, right? A craftsman wishes to perfect his work, he must first sharpen his tools. See that? Yeah, this is our tools. Okay. This one. Zigong, one of the students, asked, is there a single word that one can practice throughout his life? The master said, is this empathy? What you don't want for yourself, never do it to others. The number one, the golden rule. Yeah, I translate it this way because this is in the same order, the same order as Chinese. Okay. So, and also this one, shu. Yeah, I prefer to translate into empathy or compassion. Yeah, but compassion is not equal. You feel sorry for other people. It's not equal, but empathy is equal. 有教无类, just 4 words. Method, there is teaching, there is no classes. In my teaching, there's no classes. Everyone can learn.
They won't be using that for a slogan at any high school that I can think of.
Yeah.
But it's very good.
But in that time, only noble people can attend schools. But Confucius said, everyone can come. Some poor people, very poor people, attend his class. The master says, those whose ways are different do not consult each other. See that? The way is different, do not consult each other. Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Too
you.
much. Too much. Thank you.